Salute, welcome to this Sunday evening stream. This is going to be a longer stream than yesterday. Yesterday had to it was a bit of a shit fight. I had to leave, but also I had to leave and I had 10 minutes left of the stream, and then there was a technical error that froze the screen. Had to control out, delete out of it. It was a total, yeah. Anyway, so this is it's going to be a longer stream, so let's get into it. So again, we're on the most popular and the best server in the entire world, Wings of Liberty, and starting to fill up with players slowly. This is maybe halfway through a map or something. Okay, so no Yak 7. It's a bit of a shock. Hang on, that says Western Front, and what does the other thing say? There's two airfields there. Ah, Yak 7. Nice. Two airfields with two plane sets. Yeah, I'll just go to the landing light as per my tradition, change it to the grey skin as per my tradition. 120 rounds of cannon out of one cannon, and that cannon fires like, you know, bloody 2 centimetre slugs out of there. It fires like 20 per second or something, or, you know, 15 per second or something ridiculous, like just in 1 second. Like at least 10 slugs out the barrel. That's fast firing cannon, you know. So it's very accurate, but you've got to like, it's very devastating, but you've got to be accurate, or else you'll miss, you know, miss by a centimetre and miss by a mile, sort of thing. Check out this view that I've got here. This is interesting. Nice. Imagine if I just fly like this. I was going to say, what the hell happened there? Okay, Victory Allies, just as well I didn't take off. I'm just opening up the chat here, just trying. Upgraded the YouTube app on my phone, and now it's all different. The interface is completely different. I'm like, where the F is everything. Here we go. 2 people watching already. 3 people. Scimitar, the Grumpy Gamer. Hey mate, what throttle and stick pedals do you use? G'day, Scimitar. It's like a sword, isn't it? What throttle stick pedals do you use? I use currently I use Thrustmaster. Everything, and for the first time ever, I have Thrustmaster everything. For the first time ever, I have everything. I have rudder pedals for the first time ever. I have a throttle for the first time ever, and of course I have a joystick. So I have Thrustmaster T16000 joystick right here, and that's all right. It's not the best. It's definitely not the best, but it's not too bad at all. And I have this thing here. See if I can. I can't show you. It's stuck. But I've got a throttle, and it's Thrustmaster throttle. It's like a whole package that you can get. If you can pick up the package on eBay secondhand, Beautiful, mate. Really good value. Pick it up for $100 plus postage, or you can get it new for like 300 Australian dollars, which is about 150 US dollars. And I've got the rudder pedals under the desk as well, so hope that helps. By the way, everyone, if you want to pay a super chat tonight, you can do so in the super chat by pressing the dollar icon during the live stream. Alright, so here's a new map, and let's just have a look here. Yak 1, guess it's maybe a Yak 1. Yak 1. Three airfields, we've got one back here. What do we got here? Same. Why would you fly from there though? So that, because the ships are there. Oh, on the border there, just near Moscow, there's ships there. That's a very far away target. Does the enemy have an equivalent far away target? Yeah, they do, kind of that one there, and then they've got that there to fly there, but you can just go from there to fly there. You know what I mean? That's pretty isolated. All right, so everyone's taken off obviously from here, so I'll take off from here, and I'll take the Yak 1. I'll take full fuel. Can't really do any dogfight like turn fighting in this against 109s because it's not really, it doesn't have the power, it doesn't have the lift in the wings and stuff, so you know. I might go for this one. It's a pretty good looking skin. Oh, it's snowing outside as well, that fits. Just check everything, convergence and stuff. 400 meters, full fuel. Yeah, good. Again, we got 120 rounds of cannon. I believe that's your 20mm cannon through the nose and 2 machine guns over the top of the engine. So, yeah, let's go. This plane, you can overheat it. You have to really watch the overheating. So, yeah, got to manually operate the radiators. Alright, I just sorted out my view perspective. Got to kind of guess where the enemy is. "17 enemies out there." I want more players on here, but that's not too bad so far. It'll hopefully get better as time goes on. There's 2 planes over there outbound, so I might just follow them. I don't know where they're going, but they're both fighters. Looks like they could be going for the tank column, possibly with rocket. So there's tanks and stuff down there. One of them's on fire. Both look to be MiG 3. So I don't want to attack the tank column, but I might just hang around as top cover. I swear I saw some shooting. Well, the MiG 3 got him, and he's hit badly. He's probably going to crash. One thing that, especially on live streams, that I'm going to have to do is 2 things actually. Firstly is exercise patience and not get impatient. And secondly is to try and fly at times when there's a lot of players on the server, so that I have more opportunities to get into combat. But yeah, having patience. I don't sometimes I don't have patience. You can't necessarily see it, but it's like it's an inner thing that, you know, if you're impatient on the inside, it can it's not good. Because, like, you know, even say in peak times, oftentimes on average you're getting a kill every 20 minutes, and I mean, that kind of requires some patience, doesn't it? So I often make rash decisions because I just want combat, you know. Combat, go, 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 instead of thinking and being patient and being, maybe I should just wait for the perfect opportunity to get in here, or get some altitude first, or blah, blah, blah. I never do that. I just go combat, straight in, you know. Alright, I'm going to go south, and there's a red position down there to defend. So I'm up high, so I've turned on the second stage of the supercharger, or turbo, or whatever it is. Left shift and S. Second stage supercharger. There's no artificial horizon in here. I mean, there is a plane being shot at by the ground over there. I wonder if any enemies are there flying. Let's have a look. This is close to our position on the left too, somewhere over here. Alright, we got a 109 come out of the clouds just over here, but where is he now? Damn, he's gone back into the clouds. there was a 109 in these clouds. He dropped out of the clouds and then disappeared again. And our guys down there attacking the airfield and decimating it. But the 109 hasn't taken the bait. I don't know what, it just disappeared. It didn't see that there was one of ours down there. And I'm manoeuvring like a mongoose fighting a cobra here, expecting that 109 to show up. Right there. One of ours though. Could it have been the 109 that I saw, but it was actually a yak? Maybe, maybe not. Nothing going on at our target to defend. Sorry guys, it's a little bit boring at the moment, isn't it? That's why I really need to... Yesterday, I mean, I was dead tired. For me, it was 3 a.m. onwards, but yesterday night, there was so many planes on the server in the first 4 minutes of combat over a target. Like, I arrived over a target, combat straight away. In 4 minutes, I killed 2 planes, a 110 and a 109. And then the computer crashed, or the game crashed, but I needed to go in 10 minutes after that anyway. Well, we've decimated that airfield. That was 1 or 2 aircraft. Yeah, with this plane, I mean, yeah, you can do some stuff on the deck, but really, like, especially with sneak attacks, like with ambushes, but really you need to fight 109s effectively with this plane. You need altitude and as much going for you as you can get, like surprise, altitude and surprise and things like that. I was going to say, let's hope that's not a 109. There he is. Yeah, so, I mean, don't know what to do. So far, it's just us. Maybe I'll get out of here. Our tank column destroyed at 318. Alright, so there's enemies at 318. .318 is miles away from here. It's up here somewhere. Bloody hell, 318. I'm in the wrong spot. Maybe they'll come down here next, though. Who knows? They went for the most isolated target. Here's where patience come in. I'm itching to get out of here, but if I'm going to be patient, maybe I should just stay here. Wait for the enemy to show up. What about my tank column as well? Is that under attack at all? You know what? I'm not that high. I could do with some altitude. Nothing so far. What's that? That looks like the yak. Yeah, so it's like me and the yak just cruising around here. There's no enemies or nothing. There's a lot of enemies out there somewhere, though. If they're here, you'll see them. I can see the yak miles away over. You'll see them unless they're over the top of a forest, and then you won't really see them. This plane has a pretty crummy dive speed limit as well. It's about 700 k's an hour. After that, the ailerons start to fall off the plane and stuff like that. There's an argument to be made for live streaming of simply turning on the live stream when there's combat and not turning on the live and turning it off again until there's combat again. Because otherwise you just end up with hours and hours of flying around like this with nothing. I mean, strategically I'm doing the right thing. I'm covering the bases down here, me and this yak, which is a good thing to do. No enemies can get here. Looks like they're still attacking in the north. Is it worthwhile going up there? The thing is, as soon as I go up there, they'll attack here. Got to remind myself I'm in second stage of supercharger and I've got about 80% mixture. I've got to remind myself about that with this plane, and I don't know what the radiator is. It's maybe 40% or something. Let me just check the strategic position. They're attacking our airfield, but they're not. So we got all this stuff down here, and then we got two up there. So, I mean, yeah, I think it's worthwhile staying around here, but like, most boring stream ever. What would I do? I gotta ask myself, what would I do if I wasn't streaming? What would I do? I'd probably go north. I got no idea where this guy is. I can't see him at all. I just totally lost him over the forest. He crashed out before I had a chance to kill him. Well, that really sucks. I didn't really have enough control in that approach because I was going a little bit too fast. So either you go really fast and you gun it and you just take a pot shot and then you zoom out of there, which is totally fine, or you slow it right down so that you can control the plane. Not too much, but just so you can control the plane without, you know what I mean? Like, you either go in there knowing that you're gonna overshoot the target and zoom up and have another go later on, or you go in there so that you can park behind the target without overshooting the target. You know, it's one or the other. You don't want to half-ass it. You know, you want it to be like a decisive either-or strategy. And that was sort of an either-or. It was like in between, like not quite fast enough or not quite slow enough. I should have slowed it down. If I slowed it down, that would have been perfect. Oh well. Oh well. It's the first go. I'm alive. I survived. I wonder where the other yak got to. 5 people watching. Hello everyone that's watching. But yeah, at the moment down here at least, just a distinct lack of activity. You see, I'm lucky that I brought all that fuel. Hey, what's this? 2 planes. Are they though? Are they those same 2 I saw before? They might not be enemies, right? WTF. I don't know what they are. They're probably both friendlies. Kind of didn't look like it though. It looked like some action was going on before. Now, it's possible that there's a chase. They're both friendlies. They're just doing a circuit over here. Damn it. How many players are there on? Sorry, I pressed the wrong button for push to talk. There's 35 players. There's 20 of them is the enemies, but they're not here. Plenty of MG still down there at the airfield, so watch out for it. Hey, there's a plane over there. Is that one of there? There's two. Things are starting to hot up a little bit here. I might have to get some altitude, I think, just for safety's sake. So we've had two planes come over. They are both MiG-3s. They are both the same MiG-3s from before, I would say. And they've come along and now they've gone. And I'm still here. You would think with 20 players on here, you'd think that they'd be here. But no. Well, I mean, there was one, right? And I almost shot it down, but it crashed out before I could shoot it down. If I'm getting chased in this plane, I wonder if I should just shut the radiators completely. So I wonder if that helps me to go faster. It might mean the difference between life or death. Hey, something got shot down over there. This is so, I hate to use that cliche phrase random, but it's so random. Over there, no less. With 100% power though. I don't know who or what, something, somewhere. Not very exciting, is this? Maybe I should just totally change up my strategy and just go, I think this kind of, okay, look, I think this kind of technique of loitering high like this, it's kind of necessary for this plane, but listen, there's not, I don't know, now there is, there's 20 players on the other side, fine. What's the threshold? I reckon 20 players is the threshold for this kind of flying. So there was some smoke here, something got shot down. Where though? Might have to play a song in a minute. I really wish I could play a song without getting a copyright. It's not the copyright thing that worries me. It's not, worries is the wrong word. That annoys me is that if you play a song that's copyrighted, which is all songs practically, dating back to the Stone Age of copyright, you play any song that's copyrighted, then they're going to block your video in certain regions, and then nobody can see it in certain regions. It's stupid. We have a plane over there. It's just, what the heck? It just vanished into the ether. Why can't I see it anymore? There. Looks a lot like a 109. I don't think it sees me. I think I'm on a... May as well just try and sneak up to it. Thing is, it's usually faster than me and the crew. And good chance that it'll see me before I get there. Is it even a 109 or an LA5? Could be a bloody Tempest though, right? Wasn't there Tempests and everything in this map? Oh no, it was the last map. It's a 109. Two of the buggers. Had a real problem there going from high speed and then finding with the turns and that there was G-lock and stress on the pilot, and so I cut back on the speed a lot, and I probably could have taken that 109, but then the second one joined and it was like, one, yes, but with two, with the pilot in that condition. Well, I probably would have been better off just cruising north and just cruising around even at low altitude. That was certainly not worthwhile being patient for. I'll go straight back there and try and bloody kill him, but ten people watching. Hello everyone, salute, happy Sunday evening or whatever day and time it is where you are. Alright, there's probably going to be more enemies in this neck of the woods now. Only players, 25 enemy players now, that's more like it. But yeah, so far I've not been happy, especially because this is a stream, with the lack of enemies and the lack of combat. The 109 has a slight advantage GeForce wise because the seat is reclined. You're sitting back more in the 109. So in terms of turn fights at high speed with GeForce involved, pilot of the 109 gets tired and fatigued at a slower rate than their opponents, such as a yak like this one. there's the enemy airfield. G'day Hash Brown. Yeah, that's why pilot in the Spitfire just getting locked in G so much and so quickly. Right, yeah. Spitfire's got those huge wings as well, so it can really, and that powerful elevator, so it can really, like going into an accelerate stall, it can rack up such huge G-force, for example. As well as it's, it's an excellent turn fighter, so prone to G-force. About 45 players on here right now. It's not too bad. But hey, where the hell are they? I'm obviously in the wrong spot. I think they're all up north. What is that? What could it be? Could it be a Ju-88? I think it could be. It is, and it's fast and it's well protected and it's diving. I'm doing 550 or something and it can only do 420, so I am faster than it. get it before it gets to its base though. I'll do one zoom diving attack on it and hopefully just kill it in one go, hopefully. I don't want to just sit behind and get shot by its gunners, you know. I've got about 3 minutes to kill it before it gets to its home base. Yes, if it's diving, which it is. Got to make it back now. That 88 was totally on fire, but of course it's so close to its base that it might actually just be able to land, and then I won't really get the kill. We'll see. It was really on fire though, so if it can land, it'll be like a crash landing, and I might still get the kill. Nice hit. You've got a really good steady aim. Thanks, man. I've been practicing my aim in single player and getting some positive results. The other thing is that 88 would have alerted anyone at the base that I'm shooting him down, so now they're going to be outbound trying to catch me. That's why I've dived to the ground, to try and be incognito as I go back to my base. About to fly over the enemy's base that's going to shoot at me. I need to veer to the left anyway, so that's what I'll do now. There's a plane over there on the deck. It's probably one of ours attacking the enemy airbase. I'm starting to get oil slick on the nose. Hopefully I can make it back. It's a long way. Alright, that plane over there is one of ours getting shot at from the enemy on the ground. Alright, just got to make it back to base and hopefully the engine doesn't overheat. Don't think he will make it. He was heavily damaged and on fire too. Yeah, I mean, it's 50-50. He was pretty close to his base and he had a little bit of altitude left, but yeah, his wing and engine was really on fire. So we'll see. So that was a Ju-88 and it was returning from somewhere. I know where he was returning from. He was returning from the far down here, from the far south. Those ones. Sneaky bugger. If I get back to my base, I've got to remember to try and cross the threshold of the runway at 150 kilometers an hour, because lately I've been crossing it, not lately, like a lot of the time I've been crossing at 200, which is way too high. Two planes there. Could it be the two MiG-3s again? I mean, I got hits on him and stuff. I got good hits on him, but he got finished off by the flak, and the flak got the kill, I would say. But anyways, you know, we all saw what happened. I pretty much got him. Well, back safe and sound. It was quite a flight. Pretty unusual flight though. I had 2 combats and no victories. But like, you know, but that's okay. Like we got. I mean, it's not okay. I want the kills, but we got some good action with the 88 and with that 109. Impromptu action with the 109 just showing up out of nowhere. So yeah, there's enemies down here and possibly down here. I could take off from there, I suppose, but everyone's here. That's all gone up there. So we've got to guard all these positions here. I'll just keep taking off here and going where? That 88, I don't know, probably I'll just roam around. I won't just go anywhere specific. By the way, thanks to you, Froggy, took your advice and lowered my resolution, and it actually helps in spotting very nicely. It does, doesn't it? It's like a amazing improvement to spotting. I'm flying at the equivalent of 720p. I'm flying at 1600 by 900, or 900, yeah, 900 by 1600, or I think it's 1600 by 900 in the IL-2 resolutions. And it's, for me, it's much better than my native resolution of 2K, which is 2560 times 1440p. So yeah, look, it works. It actually works. I think those were hits. Yeah. Yeah, another thing I could do is intercept them like 5 minutes out from their airbase. Just stay around there, and when they're coming out of their airbase or going back to it, just intercept them. That's another way to do it. That works best though if you have a fast plane, which this is not. It's fast, but relatively it's not fast compared to 109. This plane's best usage is probably to hover over the top of a target to defend, and then just swoop down when an enemy comes up, and then zoom up again. Yeah, this plane. I mean, I like to fly on the deck so that I can spot the enemy more easily as I roam around. You know, marauding around. But this plane is not really designed. It's not really best suited for that kind of flying. Hello, there's a plane over there. What could it be up to? It's over the top of my place as well. It's attack. Let's go. There's two of them there. There's three of them there. Alright, the mic is always on. And there's some shooting there. I have no no energy advantage. There's a bit of shooting going on. Looks like two 110s versus one or two of ours. Looks like a 110's been shot down. Is that a Hurricane perhaps? Yeah. Oh, and that one's gone. No, but then there's this one, and there's another plane coming in too. What is it? It's a fighter. It's a 109. To go for what first? The 109 or the 110? It's a 110 and it's a 109 chasing a 110. That means the 109's a real noob, so I should probably shoot him first because he's a noob. He doesn't get it that it's a 110. Finally got a kill. Now where did the 110 go? There's the Hurricane. Let's pull back the power so I don't overheat. Where Hurricane? Where did the 110 go? There's the Hurricane. I want to get that 110, but where is it? Yeah, I can see something over there. Maybe. Yeah, there is something over there. What could it be? It's not the hurricane, it's something else. I'll stay at 100% to try and catch it. It's coming in from the enemy side. Can I catch it? It's probably a 110. Well, it could be the 110. Nice. Thanks, Hash Brown. I'm still at 100% power. Still at 20% radiator. Can't stay at full power forever. What could it be? I think it's a 110. It's going for a transport column though. Could it be one of ours? Could it be a PE2? Or is it a JU88? It's a pretty fast plane. Could it be an LI2 or what's the C-47 called? Oh no, I'm flying over the top of an enemy position. Hopefully it's not going to shoot at me. Now what is that I'm chasing? Alright, I reckon that's 110. He doesn't know that I'm here either, so that's how you do it, by the way. Sneak right up, cut the power, blast him. His gunner doesn't have a chance. That really messed up his situation. I am a good hunter, that's for sure. Great, it worked out. Wasn't tailed either. They're not really going for the central target, they're going for those ones down there. So staying on the deck worked in that instance. Oh no, they destroyed it. go back to it anyway, see if they're still there. It's almost time for a cup of tea. So what happened to the Hurricane? The Hurricane was guarding that position, but it got picked off. So I'm going back to 11:18 to see if there's any enemies still in the area, even though they've already just freshly, newly destroyed that position. So I left that position and the Hurricane was there. At least I think that was him. And I chased that blob in the sky and it turned out to be a 110 and I shot it down. And while all that was going on, it looks like the enemy hit 11:18 or 11:17 or whatever it is and knocked it out. There's a plane. Let's go. Yeah, we got a plane up there. It looks like it could be, it's a fast mover, it could be a 109. Maybe. Maybe not. It's going towards our base. It's probably one of ours actually. No, it's a, what kind of 109 is it though? I think it's not an E7, I think it's an F2 and I don't think it knows that I'm here yet. So, might be able to ambush it, make life easier. He's sort of manoeuvring around a bit though, trying to stay out of his line of sight. Fast plane too, of course. And yet another flawless ambush. This is my style of fighting that I've practiced the most and that I'm the best at, I would say. But only because it suits the conditions that I fly under. And normally I fly under conditions a bit like this where there's not that much action and it pays to kind of cruise around looking to hunt like a Jaeger. But a new style of fighting that I can see is more applicable to European and American peak times, peak server times when there's many more players on the server, is to stay in one place like over a target and to just guard it, and as the enemies come in, A, try not to get shot down, and B, try and shoot something down. Because I found last night, as soon as I was on a target shooting at it, there was something behind me shooting at me, so that's obviously cancelling itself out, so that's no good. So you need something different, you need an edge, you need more altitude, you need more speed, that kind of thing. That's the kind of thing where you're in an environment where your enemy can see you, but they can't do anything about it because you've got altitude or you've got speed, that kind of thing. So they know you're there, but they can't get you because you've got some advantage over them. So I haven't practiced that style of fighting very much, just because, oh, we got 2 planes here. What could they be? That one's a MiG. I think it's the 2 MiGs. I think it's the 2 MiGs. Yeah. Who's winning, by the way? I think they are. We have 3 things left, and they have like 5 things left. Well, all of our stuff's in that corner. In the south. You actually killed Nero 73 twice. Oh, I didn't realize. I have to practice to keep my aim steady. Yeah, it really helps. It really helps. I do practice in single player quick missions, and I also do single player in custom missions that I've made myself in the mission editor, where you just got a whole bunch of planes flying straight and level in front of you, one after the other. They're slightly staggered, they're not totally in a straight line. It's like one will be here, 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 and you just fly up behind them and you just aim and shoot like 5 or 6 planes in a row. And the trick to get them to keep flying straight and level is you make like, they can be the enemy's planes, but you've got to make them on the same side as you, because if you make them on the same side as you as you're shooting them, they won't move. If you make them into an enemy plane, as soon as the action starts, they'll start veering off and circling and crap. So if you want to shoot at something that's a target drone that's just flying straight and level, just say you're in a yak. In the mission editor, get a 109 in the mission editor as your target, get it flying along at an altitude and a speed and a direction, and then even though it's a 109, you can assign which country it belongs to, neutral, allied, or axis, that kind of thing, and assign it to allied. Even though it's a German plane, assign it to allied if you're flying an allied plane like a yak, and then it's just going to keep flying straight and level. That's not totally true. You also have to give it a waypoint in front of it and a timer and a mission begin and things like that. It's a little bit complex, but that's the mission editor for you. But anyways, the principle is you just get a whole bunch of planes in front of you flying straight and level, and then you can just practice shooting at them, and it's really good. After a while of doing that, this is really interesting. The strengths and the weaknesses of the guns that you're using and the plane that you're flying begin to emerge, and you begin to recognize the character of the equipment that you're using, and it's different than the other stuff. So, like for example, with this plane here, the Yak 1, as you press the trigger, the nose rises. So you want to do short bursts to avoid the nose rising, because if nose rises, the bullets will just go above the target. That's one thing. Unless the target's flying upwards, then it might be an advantage. But you know, straight and level. And even with machine gun, if you hit the longitudinal axis of the aircraft, like straight through the airframe, you'll kill the pilot or set the engine on fire. Really, they're 7.62mm machine guns, 2 of them, but you can just do a short burst that's accurate enough through the fuselage, and it'll knock the plane out just with a few rounds. But the elevator is so twitchy that you have to really aim properly, or else all of your shots will go everywhere but on the aircraft. That's what I found with the Yak 1 and the Yak 7. So, and it's different for different aircraft. Is it just me, or is the sun going down? IL2 CSI, I think you could use a wingman. I will reinstall the game. Yeah, for sure, man. Come and be a wingman. That could be pretty good. I keep thinking to myself I should get some kind of a squadron going on, but then I also think to myself, well, I'm not really one for routines, and I'd kind of, as soon as I started a squadron, I'd let the squadron down, because they'd want to, most people would want to fly. Like, it's a good idea if you have a squadron that, like, you've got a sort of a routine that you can fly at 6 p.m. Every second day, or, you know, some kind of routine like that. And that's definitely not my style, but some kind of casual ad hoc kind of squadron-y thing might be suitable. So yeah, Hash Brown, never thought of that. I must give it a shot. Yeah, about the mission editor. Mission editor, never really checked it out. It's what's the word, like esoteric, like it's rare knowledge, the mission editor. It's only a few people know how to operate it, because the barrier to the learning curve is quite steep. I think we just got the 5-minute warning that in 5 minutes it's all over. Well, we got 32 enemies out there, and I think I can see one. Let's go full power. Yeah, it looks like an attacker. It's big, it's low, it's slow, it's sort of up and down. It's got the signature of an attacker. I think it's another 110. Or an 88 even. There's the flak on him. He's by himself for the time being. Oh no, he's getting shot at by someone else. I think it's an 88. There's another plane coming in too. Probably another one of ours. It's my competition challenge to get this 88 before anyone else does. Or before he crashes into a tree. Shit. Gunner got me. I was being a bit greedy, just loitering behind him. 5 minutes left to go. It was 3 aircraft. There you go. There you go. So better than the start, that's for sure. Some fighters, and then it was mostly bombers, wasn't it? Or it was a mix of bombers and fighters. A lot of 110s, a few 109s, and a few Ju-88s. So 5 minutes left to go. Those are being attacked. The enemy's won, it seems. Yeah, I'm actually in the editor exe right now, and man, it's so complex, and I understand jack shit in there, just making myself familiar with that now. Yeah, it's quite a learning curve. Look, it's fairly simple if you just want to do a certain thing and if you've got the steps to follow. I've got a couple of tutorials on the mission editor. Yeah, I've put together a few tutorials on the mission editor, which are pretty good if you just want to do basic things. I don't know if I have time these days, but I might one day soonish put together a tutorial for the thing I described for making the aiming practice mission. That would be useful for people. Well, if I did that whole flight again, let's hope it doesn't crash this time. If I did that whole flight again, I wouldn't have loitered over that enemy airfield at all. I would have just gone roaming at low to medium altitude to try and see what was what. Then again, when I started out, there was 20 players, and when I finished, there was like 33 players on the enemy side. So, but yeah, for how long was I on there for? 1.5 hours. For that long, I'd want way more combat than what we got there. So it turned out that the enemy was all flying down to the south, but they started off quite definitely in the north, and they kind of ignored the centre. I think people have a tendency to attack on the top of the map and the bottom of the map first most of the time, instead of in the centre of the map. Go for the shark. Getting a little bit tight now. I'll have a go with your videos to learn through. Yeah, have a look. You'll probably, once you've had a look at that, you'll probably get the gist of how it works. So, did devs fix the 50 Death Star guns, or those still overpower killing pilots? No, I know they're still broken in various ways. They do effective kills on pilots and effective kills on engines if you have the skill to hit the pilot or the engine. But if you hit your bullets anywhere else on the airframe, such as the fuselage or the wings, it doesn't do any damage at all. So that's the problem with the 50s. They're potent at killing pilots and engines, but they don't do any damage to wings or fuselages. And yeah, there's been a little improvement whenever they updated it a year ago or something in damage to the wing. A little improvement, but not much at all. In real life, if you hit a wing or a fuselage with 6 or 8 50 calibers onto that aluminium Coke can, it's just going to blow it away, like just disintegration. So, I mean, in real life, in the army, I've seen a 7.62 millimeter handheld belt-fed machine gun demolish a brick wall. That's just one gun, and it's 7.62. So if you've got 6 or 8 50 calibers against something that's made of aluminium, it's going to demolish it. So they've got all these really smart testers that aren't doing their job. So, sure, not all of them, half of them aren't doing their job. And it really shows, it manifests in the crap house performance of the 50 calibers. And then you've got genius popular internet personalities like Enigma going, the 50s, they're fixed. The 50s are fixed, when they're not fixed. So, yeah, the 50s. So if you're going to shoot anything with the 50 cals, make sure you aim for the pilot or the engine, because if you hit the wings or the fuselage, hardly anything's going to happen. You know what? Like, I mean, I haven't really kept up to date with their latest updates. Like, I know that the devs have done a few updates in general. I don't think that they did anything with the 50s, though. Correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't see any news about it, but I wasn't really looking, you know. Alright, so we just got a bit of a long flight to get to the combat area. I usually log on to Beloga Duel to get my aim practice with some AI players. Helps a bit though, and get to do the maneuvers. Yeah, I use EU server sometimes as well, like that. That can be really good for practice. I'd use Beloga, but for some reason I always get kicked. Like always get kicked because of high ping. My ping is too high. My ping is always too high for Beloga, so I've never been able to use it. What about gunners? Are they working fine or just sleeping on their seats? Well, that's a debatable issue, I suppose. I haven't thought about the gunners in a while. I've heard people talking about the gunners on the 410s. Obviously, there's the well-known P2 gunners that you've got to really respect the P2 rear gunner because it's very dangerous. So, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think about gunners? Do you like the gunners, or do you want the gunners to be different in some way, or are they all good, or is there one or two planes that you want the gunners different? Or I know people were talking about the 410 gunners being very efficient. Some people said too efficient. I know it's very difficult to attack a 410 with those efficient guns that it has. Alright, mic always on. We have some combat up there already. It's a surprise. But I'm already in the area. I don't have any, I just got to try and catch them, don't have any tactical advantage. There's a few planes in the area. Let's just fly up there and see what happens. I'll be there in a jiffy. Oh no, look at that. There's some planes there too. I think that's a 109 there. And this, what's going on here? It's a 109 and it's attacking one of ours, and then there's a 109 at the bridge. There was a 109 at the bridge, so where is it now? Something over there. But there's something back there as well. It's hard to know where to go. 2 planes up here. 3 planes. It's all happening. Whoa, back. Don't overheat this engine or else it just fails. Sometimes it gets so hot you have to really just chill it out. Like probably right now I've overcooked it really. We've got an enemy plane there, possibly a 111, and we got a 109. I'll need more power to climb. And who else? I think a yak as well. So I can go for the 109 first and then the 111. And another one coming over from the enemy side as well. They're coming over in a wave. Let's increase the RPM to get up there. Uh-oh. Let's hope that was the 110 that shot at me. Shit. That's a bummer. Am I still alive? Nope. Shit. Damn, must have got snuck up on. See, in this kind of fighting, I don't do it very much. I want to practice it much more. There's a whole bunch of them coming over. I think we had 2 111s coming over, and we had fighters coming over as well. Alright, so just got to wait till we get to the combat area. Another 4 minutes or something. Actually, my squadron took a break from game because gunners were not working and frequent pilot kills. Gunners were not working and frequent pilot kills. Do you mean that the gunners were getting too many pilot kills? Is that what you mean? What is that? That's P2 returning. Talking about bugs and things like that, there's been this ongoing issue that just materialized about a year or a year and a half ago, and it still hasn't gone away. It's not too bad these days, but I mean, I experienced it yesterday, for example, where the techno chat in the corner of the screen that shows you what percentage your RPM and your engine and everything is, that sometimes disappears of its own accord and then comes back of its own accord. So it's pretty frustrating sometimes. I would have thought they'd fixed it, but no. Alright, we got something over there. I think it's an 88. It's a pretty big aircraft. It's being shot at, though, by one of ours, probably. So, probably be dead by the time I get there. Oh, man, there's a ton of planes. There's like 4 planes there. But we got planes too, so let's get into it. There's three of us have just come out. And where did that 88 go as well? I don't have... Oh, watch out. Who's who, though? That's one of ours getting attacked by a 109. He's just got to, like, circle and just get down this way towards us. It's not looking good for him. There's another one. They're so fast, those 109s. I mean, how am I supposed to catch that? Engine on high. I'm getting chased by one as well. Shit. They're so fast, those 109s, so trying to do that high energy thing, it can be a challenge. I don't think it's the way to go. Damn, flew all the way out there. Ah! Revenge! Revenge! With those 109s, as soon because they're so fast, you can't gain on them if you're diving on them because they've got more energy. So you just end up in stasis, like staying behind them but not gaining on them, and that gives another one that can come in faster than you to get you. It gives them a chance to get you. I think it's better if a 109's diving away just to let it go. Don't chase it in that kind of situation. Just climb, get yourself some energy. I think that's the way to. That is for sure the way to go with these. Because as soon as you get entrained, like hypnotized, following a 109 it's a little bit faster than you, another 109 can come in, especially if he's got altitude. But if you pull away, you remember he's there, but pull away and just climb, then at least you'll get something beneficial while you're waiting for him to come back. You'll get some altitude and he'll have to come to you. In those kind of furballs, in this plane, this slower than a 109 plane, unless we're talking an E7, I don't think I'll ever be chasing a 109. It's hard to say that because you need to chase them sometimes. You need to, or else you never get them. But you know what I mean? The flight out there is actually pretty short. It's not as long as I was thinking. It's not I don't think it's 5 minutes, do you? A couple of minutes? Three minutes? No, we are a ground attack group. Oh, okay, ground attack. Ground attack group. So defensive gunners were not good. Oh, okay, gotcha. And pilots usually got killed before aircraft got any real damage. Pilots usually got killed before aircraft got any real damage. That's interesting. So the pilots of your ground attackers were getting killed, even though the aircraft was not very damaged. Hang on. Pilot. I could read that two ways. Do you mean your aircraft, your ground attacker aircraft didn't get damaged very much, but the pilot got damaged? Or do you mean that your pilot got killed before the enemy plane that was attacking got much damage from your gunner? Like I could read that both ways, but it sounds like you guys were not happy with the performance of the gunners. And you're flying in a ground attack group. Okay, that's interesting. We lost a position out there, but it was really under attack. Some smoke there. Yeah, there's some planes. 2 planes. I'm not going to go full power or anything, I'm just going to sneak up. There's a plane there too, let's try and intercept it, but again, I'm not going to just full power chase or anything. I'm basically going to sneak up and then start climbing And if that doesn't work, then who cares? But like, here we go. So 2 109, probably 3 109s in the sky with us right now. So, or more. So I'll probably go for this one. Here it is here. But again, they're fast planes, these. Try and catch them. Well, try. Nearly got shot down there by a 110 or something. We're outnumbered so badly here. Look, I've got 2 of them on my tail. This is a terrible situation. What to do? So like, while I was shooting at the enemy, I had 2 of them on my tail shooting at me. That was terrible. And they're faster. They're faster, they climb better, etc, etc. I could reduce the fuel load. That's something I could do. Got to think of something. I mean, my pilot get killed very easily. Okay. In the past, we were able to defend ourselves. The devs tuned the game, and a single enemy fighter could destroy our entire flight. Ah, that must be frustrating. I didn't realize that. Wow, is that right? Wow, I didn't realize that. Well, all right, so very challenging situation on this map with this Yak 1 versus these 109s, these fast flying, fast cruising, fast climbing 109s, fast diving 109s. 109 can dive, its maximum dive speed is not an issue, it can dive as fast as it wants. This one, it's limited by about, you know, just under 700 or something, and then the parts of the wing start to fall off, so. And other stuff too. I think the 109 has more ammo, etc, etc. This one's lighter, it's probably more maneuverable. It'd be more maneuverable than a 109, but yeah, how's the map looking? Oh, we've got one. Oh, we've destroyed a lot of their positions though, to our credit. No, we haven't. I'm looking at the front line wrong. They've got 2 positions there and we've got none. My God, they're thrashing us. We've got some positions over here to protect. We've got 16 players here. We got 3 or 4 positions there. So what am I doing here? I could try and attack that, I suppose. After this flight, I'll have to go to the other side of the map and just protect those red positions. There's a plane over there at the enemy position. Oh, there's planes here. Holy crap! There's tons of them, and I'm still at. There's no way I can catch these guys. I'm just going to climb. You know what I mean? I'm just going to climb. Stuff it. I'm just going to climb. Bloody hell! 109 and one of ours, and one of ours, and a 109. So it's 2 versus 2 basically. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. I might chase. We got another one joining. I'm at the same altitude now, but not the same energy. Oh shit, it's a collision. I better make sure I don't hit them as well. Alright, we had a bit of good superiority there, like we had enough numbers. And I got a kill. Now my engine's really overheating, so I've got to cool it down or else it is going to break. It's one of ours. Let's take it easy. Somehow I survived that and I got a kill simply by staying with the enemy that I was shooting at and sniping it a bit here and there. Let's cool that engine down. Got some kind of leaks in the wings as well. Alright, the engine's cooled down. That's one of ours. One of ours. Alright, that was alright. Sometimes you survive. Who's shooting at me? Who the hell? I got shot at by, was it the ground? Relax, relax, relax. It's probably the ground. Well then stay away from the ground, I guess. That was a panicky situation. P2. trucks. I don't really want to waste my ammo, but yeah, there's a truck. If it was a anti-aircraft gun, I would certainly shoot it. Ah, shit, we got a 109. Ah, shit. And I'm trying to climb with 70% power. He's going after whatever that is up there. Yak or something. You better get out of there, man. He's onto you. What's that? Is that a Stuka? Nah, couldn't be. They're not in our area. Alright, good, good. You got out of there. Good. Alright, I'm going full power. I'm going to try and get your attacker. Come here, throttle. Where did you go? 109. Where did you go? There he is. He zoomed up. What about that one? No. This one here. That's not a 109, is it? Did I get it wrong? It is a 109. Let's go, let's go. I won't be able to catch him though unless he does some maneuvering and dives down again and turns. What is that? That's one of ours. Jeez, this guy. Here we go, 2 of them up here. Some kind of a desperate fight. The 109's doing some maneuvering. Don't let him get you. He missed. Where did he go though? There. Yeah, there. Yep. There. Where? There. Fuck. Why isn't he... That is pretty frustrating. Just got to make a run for it. No ammo. Got to lower the flaps at 220 kilometers an hour or less, according to the information. I always lower them higher than that sometimes, but alright, survived. God, that last dogfight though was frustrating. In the past, we were able to defend ourselves. The devs tuned. Ah, yeah. So yeah, I read that. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I was dogfighting with full fuel. That might have been one of the problems with the 109s. I'm going to keep taking full fuel, but that's definitely a factor. Like if you got full fuel, it's a lot more sluggish than if you got like 200 liters. We have a visitor. Let's go, let's go. It looks like two of us are already on him, but let's try and pick up and get him, eh? They're chasing him, I think. They got him. They got him a lot. He's still going though. So he's falling out of the sky. And he's crashed. Well, that was the visitor. P.S. Why am I going back to this same spot? I guess to attack that bridge, but I mean, what about over here? All of this needs to be defended. We have 23 players up there at Samoflovka. Bloody hell, 23, and we have 14 here. There's a lot of players. So how many players we got now? It must be capacity 38 and 30. Whoa, what's that? So that's 72, 60 plus 16. 76. That's 76 players now. Wow. Peak capacity. What time is it on the rebirth watch? It's nearly 3. All right, nice. I'm going to take a break after this flight and make a cup of tea and stretch my legs, and I'll end the stream, and then I'll come back with a new stream, and we'll keep going. It's going to be an epic mammoth flight. It's going to be so good. A mammoth stream. Part 2. We'll have a, what do you call it, intermission or something? A tea break? Hors d'oeuvres? Alright, so we got a Il-2 with some massive cannons on it there, and it's going to go and do some ground attacks. So there is some rationale in me going out this area to like patrol this area so that the Il-2s can get in and kill the ground targets. That bridge is just a few trucks and stuff. Enemy's winning last night and tonight. That's unusual. Usually the enemy doesn't win. Usually the Axis doesn't win. So usually the Axis is crap at ground attack. Sounds good. Yeah, man. Cheers. So after this, so there's 5 minutes to go. So when this map finishes in 5 minutes, then it's tea break time, and we'll be back at some point in the not too distant future for part 2, and it'll be a whole new separate stream. Great scenery, isn't it? The step. What's that on my 6 there? It's got a soot trail. It's probably... Oh no! Am I dead though? Oh, the plane's stuffed. There's someone on my tail with a soot trail. That means it's one of ours, I'd say. But he's far away. Hopefully he can help me out. Oh shit! I accidentally lifted the flaps at the wrong moment. Ah! I tell you what, that's the end of the stream. So we'll be back for part 2 after a tea break. So thanks you guys for joining me so far, and we'll be back in due course. So hope